That is quite
Yeah.
a common theme,
Yeah.
actually, that
Yeah.
a lot of people have told me
Yeah.
about, and there seems to be quite a big inequality
Yeah.
around people that have maybe, saved up, got their own houses, own their own home,
Mm-hmm.
that are struggling, obviously, as you two are.
Mm-hmm.
But then, ironically, if you're with a housing association, then a lot of the equipment and support comes in much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just something that's worth thinking about.
Yes, it's something I had the similar conversation with a fellow carer just the other day, and he was relatively knowledgeable with a piece of equipment that we were talking about, that a member of his family had used, and what they had done is they had changed or had moved from had sold a home as being unsuitable, and got the local council to help out to find a bungalow with large enough rooms, bathroom, whatnot, and used the money that they'd to pay the rent on this council bungalow. That's fine if the council area you live in have that sort of provision.
Yeah.
But I know southeast Northumberland or Northumberland now don't. There's nothing within easy reach of that sort of calibre.
Right.
Yes, they have single persons flats, single persons bungalows, but
It's not going to be.
no, there's no way to swing a cat.
Okay.
I think it depends on what's available in a locality.
So maybe if we came back and do this DVD recording again in a year's time, maybe we'll have some different answers and be more certain of what the future is going to hold there for
Well, I think so.
house and getting a team
Yeah.
of supporting
Yeah.
for you, Leslie, I guess.
Well, I think that this is an ongoing situation until Leslie is no longer with us. This is the way it's going to go. Times change, attitudes change, technology moves on. So yes, in 4 or 5 years' time, it might be absolutely totally different. It depends. But I think at the end of the day, as you will agree, no doubt, it all comes down to Wonga.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
if the money isn't there, then they get all the money from central government. Central government have only got a small pot to pay for everything, schools, hospitals, all the rest of it, roads and everything. So, those of us at the bottom end of the food chain will have to make the best of what we got for the time being.
Okay. Just want to go back to what you were saying about physio, because you said that that's improved recently.
Yes.
So is that now because you've got some support in there, Leslie, to take you to physio classes, or has something changed there fairly recently?
It's not something that was provided by the physio. We have had close contact with the physio, and she, like I said before, she does keep in regular contact. But I think with working in the branch of the society, we have access to other facilities and services, and one of which is a sister organisation called MS Research and Relief Fund. That they provide palliative care, and that is the service we have accessed, brought about by obviously the knowledge of the landscape, and I think Leslie has been proved greatly with having regular exercise done by somebody that knows what they're doing. I've also had my arm twisted as well, so I have to take the medicine as well. But I definitely think that Leslie's health is generally improved with having the exercise.
Okay.
And not only, I don't think it's all just exercise. It's actually getting out of the house, feeling the sun on her skin, and actually talking to others.
Okay, so
Can I say as well that I have seen new specialist now, Doctor, and he put a lot of things in motion.
Yes.
That although I haven't met my MS nurse yet, but he got us onto all sorts of things at Wansbeck Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, a new consultant. He got the ball rolling. So
Okay.
everything we're doing now has all happened in the last 6 months, and
Right.
it's basically because Leslie's original consultant retired, moved to a new one, new ideas. What have you been doing? I don't like what you're doing. We're going to do this, and he set the ball rolling. So, and that's
Right.
why life's quite busy at the moment for us, trying to get this care package sorted out.
So I guess he's kind of been your coordinator then, hasn't he? Has he
I think he's
kinda
been
helped you?
the impetus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think, and this might be quite a tricky question to answer, I'm not sure, but obviously consultant with neurologist, but do you think that it could be any professional that could do that role of coordinator?
I think
Does
so.
it have to be a neurologist, or could it be a physio or an OT or whoever?
I personally think it's anybody that's got the time and the knowledge
Okay.
of where to find the services, what kind of services would be applicable to that patient. I think it doesn't have to be a medical professional. It has traditionally been so.
Yeah.
Doctor, consultant, whatever. But I think it's anybody that has the knowledge and the time to spend looking at each individual patient and see what their individual needs may be, because we're not all the same.
No, absolutely not.
So, yes, I think it could be anyone.
Okay.
Anyone.
Okay. And I think, last but not least, I think the only service possibly that we haven't spoken about would be wheelchair services. Have you got any sort of experiences of them, and what's it been like?
They've been great.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Whenever anything's gone wrong with my wheelchair, one phone call and they're there straight away.
Right, brilliant.
Yes, the girls at GELS, which is the health authority's wheelchair place at Cramlington, started off with a manual chair. When Leslie was ready, we had an electric one. With Leslie being a slight, small girl, when that one wore out, this one was actually specially bought in for her.
Right, okay.
And they've been absolutely great. When anything goes wrong, the servicing's done by an outside contractor.
Right, okay.
And they've actually been fab. The actually engineer who looks after everybody's wheelchair in our area is a nice guy. He's willing to help. And one time, not so long since.
He even came out
Oh,
when he had his tea.
yeah, he had been home,
Right.
and he actually came out. So
Proper personal service.
yeah, a little bit beyond the call of duty. So
Uh-huh.
we felt strongly enough about it that we wrote a letter to his company.
Fantastic.
And it wasn't just him; it was the girl on the switchboard.
Yeah.
She organised for Steve to come. Like I say, it was out of hours, well out of hours, and yeah, he could have said, "No, I'm sitting watching TV, or I've had a beer or something," but he didn't. Come straight down.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
fab. Yeah, can't fault him in the slightest.
Okay, it's really good. Do you want to say anything about any carer services that you've accessed, Mike, or that you would like to access that maybe you haven't had the opportunity to?
Well, I'm quite taken with this help that I may be getting, direct payments. This is the thing we're going through at the moment that I feel uncomfortable about it, as I spoke earlier. But I really want to see it to the end, to see if it is going to work and if we can get it to work. I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but I've got a real bad feeling about it, but I want to see it to the end.